everybody. Here's a quick little video to walk you through a templated solution to 10.9.18 in your Collaborative Statistics textbook. It deals with rates of suicide, depressing I know, apologies, for African American and Caucasian populations in the United States. It tells us female suicide victims are our population, so they're drawing from that and they're looking at ages 15 to 24. So we'll assume that's legit. It says we randomly pick one year, 1992, to compare the races. That's questionable. I would like to see a trend of, 1992, first of all, was 20 years ago. That's not important to me as much as the fact that this number will probably be quoted for years and years and years, even though it might be changing. So if you're looking only at 1992, golden. If you're interested in what the rates are now, I'd say go back and get new data and run it from there. But whatever. We'll just crunch the numbers. So we're actually looking in this one not at averages, but at proportions. So we'll throw the Caucasian American. This is the Caucasian suicide rate from 15 to 24-year-old females, and this is going to be the African American suicide rate, 15 to 24-year-old females. Okay. Now it's claiming that we're trying to see if they're the same. Now, you don't test that in the alternative, but trying to see that it's the same is the opposite of trying to see that it's different. That's what we're actually going to test. That's what we're actually going to test to see if it's different, which implies that the null hypothesis is that it's the same. So essentially what you're trying to see here is a big p-value will actually make us believe that claim, because the claim is, well, it's not really a claim, it's just we're trying to see if they're the same. So a big p-value means there's no reason to think they're different, which implies they're essentially the same. So let's crunch the numbers. Let's see, I have the numbers down here. I ran a two-tailed test and I ended up getting a z-test statistic of about negative 0.2. Negative. Big p-value, yes. Right, about 85%. 85%. So what does this tell us? Well, big p-value means we believe this because there's no reason to believe this. This is interesting. Negative means that the rate for Caucasian women 15 to 24 is slightly lower, but this tells us that it's not significantly lower. So essentially, here's your bell curve. 0 in the middle says they're the same. It fell to the negative side a little tiny bit. It fell to the negative side a little tiny bit, but because we're doing a two-tailed test, it's actually going to look like this. A lot of that curve is shaded. A lot of that curve being shaded means we agree with a lot of that curve. So since we agree with a lot of that curve indicates that. That means we agree that they're the same. So no reason to think that they're different. We could always make a type 2 error in that they're not different and we missed it. But this data is looking strongly like everything's the same. So hope that helped.